Hi. This time we're going to talk about for loops in MATLAB. So we really need to open a script to do this. So I'm going to do that and start with normal, clear, format compact, CLC. And then I'll create the for loop and you can see what it is and we'll discuss it. So you use the for keyword, and then you can create a variable with any name. I chose to call it I, which is common. I equals 1, so this is the starting position, and then colon, and then the ending value for I. So in other words, this is going to iterate through 10 different times. So I'm going to run this. I'll call it gav4. And when I run it, you can see it's as if I assigned I a value of 1, and then I assigned I a value of 2, and so on. So this iterated through the loop 10 times. Honestly, the typical way that you'd use this is really to iterate through vectors or matrices most of the time. So let's do that. That way you can see kind of how that works. So I'm going to make a matrix X, and it's going to go from 5 to 15. So there's about 11 values there, I suppose. And then I'm going to make a variable named len for length and call a function length of X. So len is going to receive the value of however many elements there are in the vector X. Then I will make this go from 1 to len, and I'll just say this is I. So it'll tell us what the value of I is. So now it goes 1 through 11 because there are 11 elements in the vector X. Okay, very good. And I want to show you one more thing about for loops. They're great to get all the way through vectors and matrices. And I'd like to show you going through a matrix very quickly. So I'm going to make X equal to magic 6. So what this is, oops. What this is it's going to create that magic matrix again, which is 6 by 6. And I want to make the number of rows and the number of columns captured by asking for the size of X. So in this way, I'm going to go through I is 1 to the number of rows, and then inside of that I'll make another for loop for j equals 1 to the number of columns, and another end statement, keyword there. And here I'll say show me the value xij. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this, and you haven't seen this before, but I'm going to put a breakpoint here on line 9. Then I'm going to run it, and it'll stop at this point. So we've kind of frozen the code in time. And then so we can visualize this a little bit better, I'm going to open up X so you can see it. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's see, it's 6 big. Just adjust this so you can see what's going on a little bit better. Alright, now we'll go back to this guy, the editor, and I will hit continue. So it starts at 35, okay? We're at 1, 1. So first row, first column. Then I'm going to hit continue, and now I is going to be still 1, and j is going to be 2. So we'll go to the second column, and it's going to spit out a 1 here. So if I hit continue again, we expect it to be 6, which it is. So this is going to continue through 26, 19, 24, and then when I hit continue again, it'll get out of this loop, it'll go through the outer loop, and I will be 2. So in other words, we'll start on the second row and start going through this. We can double check this and say open I and open J, and we'll just put these off to the side here. And you can kind of watch it go through these things. So you'll notice this is incrementing, this is J, this is the inner loop going through, and then it's incrementing and there's 3. So that's a for loop, and that's using a for loop to iterate through a matrix and a vector. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, until next time.